As the 2025 summer transfer window looms large, Liverpool finds itself in the midst of growing uncertainty regarding the future of its most talismanic player, Mohamed Salah. The Egyptian's contract is set to expire in June 2025, and he is now free to negotiate with clubs outside of England about a potential move. While he hasn't signed with anyone yet, the possibility of Salah leaving Anfield has become a more realistic scenario with each passing day. His departure would undoubtedly be a seismic shift for Liverpool, given the crucial role he has played in the team's success over the past 8 years. With that in mind, the need for a potential successor to Salah has never been more pressing. However, recent reports have suggested that Liverpool is eyeing a relatively unproven talent from the Eredivisie, Hadj Moussa, as a potential candidate to fill the void left by Salah. While the 22-year-old Feyenoord forward has shown promise, the idea of him being the direct replacement for one of the world's best right-sided attackers seems unrealistic, especially for a fee as low as $10 million. In fact, such a move could risk alienating the fan base, who expect a higher-caliber replacement if Salah does indeed depart. The Salah situation, a legacy at risk. Mohamed Salah has been the cornerstone of Liverpool's attacking strategy since his arrival from AS Roma in 2017. With over 130 Premier League goals to his name, countless assists, and a role in delivering major trophies, including the Premier League, Champions League, and FIFA Club World Cup, Salah has firmly cemented himself as one of the best players in the world. His unparalleled consistency, ability to score from wide areas, and playmaking vision have made him an integral part of Jurgen Klopp's system, shaping the identity of the modern Liverpool side. Salah's presence in the team has been so influential that the very idea of replacing him seems daunting. Unlike other players who might play in similar positions, Salah's unique combination of speed, dribbling, goal-scoring ability, and football intelligence has made him irreplaceable for many fans. As his contract nears its end and rumors swirl about his potential departure, it's only natural that Liverpool would start to think about life without him. Yet, the magnitude of this task cannot be overstated. A departure of a player of Salah's caliber would leave a void not just on the field, but in the hearts of Liverpool supporters. For nearly 8 years, Salah has been the focal point of the team's Yamanaitwen attack. Replacing him would require more than just signing a promising young player or a budget signing. It would demand a player of comparable ability, someone who could take up the mantle as Liverpool's primary attacking threat. Given the growing concerns about Salah's future, Liverpool's next steps in the transfer market will be critical. Hadj Moussa, a player for the future? Enter Ansi Hadj Moussa, the 22-year-old Feyenoord winger who has been making waves in the Eredivisie. The young forward has impressed both domestically and internationally, notching up 6 goals in the Eredivisie and UEFA Champions League this season, despite starting only 9 matches. His skill set, blistering pace, technical dribbling, and eye for goal has garnered attention, and it's no surprise that Liverpool has reportedly shown interest in the player. On paper, Hadj Moussa appears to be a talent worth watching. He has demonstrated impressive statistics, including 4 big chances created, along with solid numbers in duels and dribbling. His profile certainly fits the mold of a dynamic, modern winger that could thrive in Klopp's gegenpressing system. There's no question that Hadj Moussa has the potential to become a key player for Feyenoord and, perhaps, for a club like Liverpool in the future. However, therein lies the crux of the issue. As promising as Hadj Moussa is, suggesting that he could immediately replace a player of Salah's stature seems unrealistic. Despite his promise, the young forward is still raw in terms of experience, and has yet to prove himself in one of Europe's top leagues, let alone the Premier League. Liverpool is not in the business of taking risks when it comes to replacing a player who has been the heart and soul of the team's attack. The cost of a Salah replacement, $10 million, is far too little. One of the most concerning aspects of the reported interest in Haj Musa is the potential fee of just $10 million. While this might be a reasonable price for an emerging player with potential, it is far too low for someone tasked with replacing a world-class player like Salah. If Liverpool genuinely believes that a $10 million player can fill Salah's boots, they risk making a grave mistake. A mistake that could alienate the fan base and leave the team vulnerable as they attempt to rebuild without their main attacking threat. Salah's eventual replacement will need to be someone who can step into the first team immediately and make an impact. Liverpool's attacking strategy is built around Salah's qualities: his ability to stretch defenses, his movement in the IBE box, his finishing, and his technical link-up play. A player coming in to replace him will need to possess all of these qualities, and more. To replace Salah with a relatively unproven player for such a small fee would not only be an underestimation of the task at hand, but also a clear message that Liverpool is not taking this issue seriously. Furthermore, Liverpool's fans, already anxious about Salah's potential departure, would undoubtedly feel shortchanged if the club attempted to replace one of the best players in the world with an untested talent at such a low cost. The expectations surrounding Salah's successor will be sky-high, and a move like this could risk alienating supporters who are already worried about the future of their club. The realistic approach: aim high. If Liverpool is to move on from Salah, they must aim high in the transfer market. Replacing a player of his caliber will require a significant investment, both financially and strategically. There are options in the market that can match Salah's quality, even if they may not be able to replicate his specific style of play. A potential replacement should have top-tier experience, the ability to play in high-pressure situations, and the technical and physical attributes necessary to succeed in the Premier League. Realistically, Liverpool may need to consider players who have already proven themselves in top leagues or international competitions. Players like Kylian Mbappé, who has been linked with the club in the past, or even younger talents from elite clubs across Europe, could represent a more fitting long-term solution. While such players will undoubtedly come at a high cost, the potential return on investment, both in terms of on-field performance and fan satisfaction, would make it worthwhile. The fan perspective. A potential powder keg on of the most important considerations for Liverpool in this scenario is the fan base. The supporters have come to expect greatness from their club, especially after the success of the Klopp era. Any move to replace Salah will be met with skepticism and scrutiny, no matter how carefully planned it may be. The key to managing this process will be transparency, communication, and, most importantly, the right level of ambition. Liverpool cannot afford to simply replace Salah with a cheap, unproven talent. They must replace him with someone who can not only live up to the expectations set by Salah, but also push the club forward into a new era of success. Failing to do so could result in a backlash from the fan base, leading to widespread dissatisfaction and potentially undermining the club's efforts to stay competitive on the global stage. Conclusion. The stakes are high. In conclusion, Liverpool faces a monumental challenge in replacing Mohamed Salah if he does decide to leave the club. While Haj Musa may be an exciting prospect, he is not the immediate solution to the problem of replacing one of the world's best attackers. The club must look to aim higher, considering players with proven ability who can step into Salah's role and continue to drive Liverpool forward. If Liverpool truly hopes to maintain its position as one of Europe's elite clubs, they must make a statement with their transfer dealings. Anything less could risk losing the trust of their fans and leave the club struggling to fill the massive void left by Salah. With the stakes higher than ever, the summer of 2025 could very well define the future trajectory of Liverpool Football Club.